Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. I am playing 2v2 this time with 2 Nizar, 2 Wazir, 2 Emir and 2 Saladin.
The sides are drawn.
Hope you enjoy. I think this should be interesting enough. So top left corner we have Wazir, next to him on the right in the centre we've got the Emir, next to that we have Nizar, beneath him Saladin. Bottom right corner is another Nizar, Saladin bottom centre, Wazir bottom left, and an Emir on the centre left. Now, I think this is going to be interesting because I'm not really sure who will win. Ordinarily you might say, oh, Saladin's really strong. He's definitely going to win. I don't think that's necessarily the case. Now, if we started with 10k gold, we didn't. We started with 40k for each. I would say that Nizar would take this easily. However, in this format, I really don't know. And the reality is, the fact that Saladin, for example, is so weak to fire and all of these lords utilise fire, I can't say for sure who will come out on top. Like, if Saladin does burn, it'll be disastrous for him. As you can see, Nizar's not finished building his castle yet, so he's already in the worst position so far. Wazir, I really like how his castles look. If you look on the minimap, the star, they look really cool. They're just not very good. Saladin castles seem efficient, but they're terrible because of the fire. He's seriously the king of burning. I don't think that's going to spread over the wall, but if it does, he's pretty much done already. If it goes along here, it probably will. As you can see, Nizar is getting himself set up, and he's starting to look fairly good. Top Nizar is not looking great. Obviously the Amirs are looking good, and the top Wazir is pretty screwed already. He's on fire. This is actually a problem for him. You see he's running all his units out into the fire. He's just lost a ton. I feel like it's not even really close for Wazir. All the other lords are way stronger than him in this, but I didn't really have a switch in. Like, you could say Sultan's good defensively, and occasionally he can pull off some miracles and actually perform brilliantly well, but you know, in this format with all the horse archers, I think he's going to get destroyed, so that's why I went with Wazir. As you can see, he's already out of gold and out of troops, so he's definitely screwed. If he gets attacked by anyone, he's going down. Both Wazirs are in that position. Obviously the red one's not looking quite as bad as the orange one, but regardless, I wouldn't want to be either one of them. Now, the longer this game plays out, the better it is for Saladin. Same with the Emir, to be fair. But like, Nizar doesn't have the greatest economy because he's got himself so... I mean, he makes himself vulnerable with his moat. It keeps him safe, but it also... and traps are really strong, but it does screw him over terribly. He's got very little that he can do when he's locked in like that. Right, if someone's threatened him on the front, etc. Rather bad for him. The Nizars are doing poorly as well. Frankly, I thought the Nizars would be doing better. Now, as I say, their skill really lies in lower gold games because they just pump out assassins at the start and kill anything. I'm impressed that Saladin isn't burning actually. Neither Saladin is burning. Oof. Nizar the Swift is looking really bad at the moment. So he's got all that access to resources and yeah, it's not helped him. Definitely, yeah. Definitely think it's going to be between the Emirs and Saladin, but obviously the Emirs are in a much better position right now. They've got so much more gold. They just look a lot stronger at the moment. And that is the first fatality. The Emir Omar killed Wazir. I do change the speed a lot in this. Tell me if it's, let me know if it's a bit jarring. I always wonder about that, but the fact is, just speeding it up and slowing it down for me, makes the game shorter. Skips to the good stuff, but it also means that I do miss things, and sometimes it's a bit too quick, so you do, even when you're looking at it, you can't really tell what's going on. Oh, Wazir, you are not looking good at all, pal. He's definitely dead here. Wazir killed by Saladin the Wise. Although, if it was really wise, I'm not certain about that. Obviously, you can see the Nizars are struggling now. You'd think they'd be doing well, but they just aren't. Like this Nizar, he's blocked off his access to his iron, which is not very smart. This one has covered his iron, so he can't get anything out of that. As always, saving regularly is very important when doing these because it just loves to crash on you. Oh, we didn't get his castle moat filled in properly. Doesn't matter though, because we've got both Amirs attacking him at once. No, it's not a big attack, but you know, it's enough. It's gonna kill him, I think. Oh no, maybe it won't. Yeah, I genuinely think that if he didn't have the fire and those peasants weren't there, he would have died. And in fact, I think the peasants played a bigger role than the fire because they stopped to attack to attack them instead of pressing on with the killing of Nizar. So I'm sure you can see the game is really struggling. It's lagging horribly. I'm hoping that another Lord dies very soon because that's going to take the strain off. And yeah, I'll stop lagging as badly. Obviously Saladin the Wise is going to kill Nizar here. There's just no way he doesn't. Got all the assassins And he did kill Nizar. So the silent Nizar is down, and whatever the other one's called. The swift Nizar looks like he's going to suffer the same fate pretty soon. Although Saladin, is that Saladin the Wise? Yeah. No, Saladin the Just also looks terrible. 100 troops and no gold. Versus, say, the Emir Omar, who's got 220 and 25k almost. Like, the reality is as well, if the Amirs just focus on Nizar, and if Nizar survives a little while... Okay, Saladin's sending his units out as well, what an idiot. Then I was going to say Saladin may have chance to build up again and be okay, but I really don't see that being the case anymore. Even walking through the flames, you see, that's Emir killing the Nizar. Just, yeah. I have to say, it really doesn't look good for the Saladins right now.
A message from the Emir.
Oh, I apologize most sincerely. I am willing to easily.
Although, nah. I mean, look, they did, like, Purple's Saladin only really survived that attack due to the stupidity of the yellow Emir setting up next to Black Saladin. I don't know why he did that. Like, he had a really good chance to kill Saladin the Just in that situation. And if he hadn't killed him, he would have wiped out all the archers, all the counter siege, whatever you want to call it. Doesn't mean anything. And it just would have really prevented Saladin from being a threat in this game. And that's the thing, like, Saladin is definitely stronger than the Emir. But not with a 20k gold deficit. Not if both of them are hammering him at once, right? Especially then. Now, Saladin's definitely surviving this next attack, but I don't think he can keep it up for long. I think if he's smart and he manages to attack, say if Blue Emir sends out an attack for Saladin the Just, the purple one, you know, maybe Saladin the Wise could kill the Blue Emir, but I don't know. It's all, you know, this might happen if this does. And, like, the reality is, the Amirs are in a much better position. It's not even close. Currently. It doesn't mean that the Saladins can't win, it just means that, you know, their odds are really, I think their odds are really poor at the moment. So we'll go up to 200 speed and I'm going to get another save on. Obviously, like, the lag is gone since the Nizars have died. I actually, oddly enough, I find that the Nizars cause me more lag than any other lord. And I think it's the assassins, and I'm not sure why. You'd think it would be the, like, say, Caliph with his fire arrows, but it's really not. Saladin has very few archers left. He does have a decent garrison force, so I can't see him dying too soon. But then again, if he does send his units out, there's every chance he could lose everything to the horse archers. Just depends on how he plays it. Now the Black Saladin really has to capitalise on this, because there's no attention on him right now. If he can get a bit of gold in, then he'll be okay. You can see like the blue Emir is losing a lot of gold, whereas the yellow one is getting richer and more powerful by the second. I honestly don't think that the Black Saladin has a long time to get set up. Obviously I don't think that the odds of the purple one living are really very good at all. Let's just turn the speed. Saladin has everything to build his economy. He's got a ton of troops as well, so I mean, honestly, this could end up being close if the blue Emir runs out of gold. Then, you know, things are definitely looking better for Saladin in that case. Now, whether he can win or not is a completely different matter, but certainly it would turn the tide a bit. No, he does have a good amount of healthy units in there. And I don't know what he's thinking, sending them out. Although look, he's burning right now, so... Oh, I think he's going to attack the units coming for him, but instead he's just walking his whole army through the fire. Now, if that's not a Richard level throw, I don't know what is. He may not have died in that situation, but he lost so much. And at the same time, Saladin the Wise is attacking the blue Emir. Now, obviously nothing came of it except for spending a ton of Emir's gold, so... Like, they have evened it out substantially. I still don't rate Saladin's chances as being especially good, but then again, if Emir is running his horses through the fire, like he just did, maybe there's a half a chance for Saladin to come back. Okay, so we've dropped the speed just a smidge. I'm surprised Saladin got that fire under control, but I guess everything outside is gone. I mean, he's burning again on the outside. I mean, if that goes inside again, is inside again, I'm going to say really bad for Saladin. However, this is genuinely something that could save him, right? Could just keep buying him time if Emir's troops die to the fire over and over again. And even though this Saladin's got nothing left, it gives the Black Saladin time to get prepared. And as rough as the Saladins are looking right now, you know, you never really want to discount Saladin. He can pull off some pretty impressive victories when he looks like he's in a terrible way. Oof. Yeah, okay. And that is Saladin the Just down. So now it becomes a question of... Okay, no it doesn't. I was going to say it becomes a question of can Saladin the Wise kill the Emir, whatever his name is. I don't know how to say that. Can he kill him before both forces attack him? And the reality is no, he cannot. Especially now that he's burning, I think Saladin is pretty well done for. He doesn't have the gold, doesn't have the infrastructure to keep himself going. He's got enough buildings and things, but he doesn't have food. Doesn't have wood. So it's all stuff he'll have to sell other things for, right? And he did get the fire under control, which, you know, for Saladin is a surprise. One of the things that he struggles most with, actually, just putting fires out. But Blue Emir is throwing away a ton of engineers right now. I don't know why he sent them forward first without the horse archers to protect them. But there we go. I always overestimate the AI, to be honest with you. I think, you know, they'll do something relatively intelligent and I think, yeah, you know, they're not completely, you know, stupid. I know it's an AI, but you think maybe they'll do this or that or the other, and it's just like, no. Every time they disappoint you. I mean, Saladin is doing really well, I must say. He's still at 200 troops. He's going to survive a little while longer. He'll definitely survive this attack. And he lost 70 odd troops, but he is burning. Oh, he put it out instantly, okay. Fair play to him. So we're really just skipping forward with this 500 speed just to wait for something else to happen. And you know, I was just praising him for putting out the fire and then fire spread around in the houses, and he is fully screwed again. He's properly burning. As you can see, his units are very unhealthy right now. And honestly, that makes the biggest difference. If you've got, say, 100 units, well, I'll put it this way, I'd rather have 100 units that were completely healthy than 160 units that were half dead, right? Even if they get the first attack off, which you might think, yeah, that'll counter that somewhat, it doesn't really. Especially when they're the same units going up against each other, it just basically guarantees that one side's going to beat the other. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Initially I wouldn't have bet on the Emir to be the overall winner, but frankly it doesn't really surprise me that much. He is good. So I hope you enjoyed it anyway, and I'll see you in the next one.